Well, in today's video, we're going to go over this fancy fuel pump. That's why you tuned in. I made this video. You can check the original video out on my computer, but I'm feeling under the weather. We got a ton of new subscribers. This video is 2 years old, and I still look just as good as I did back in. And I figured we'll get some of the newer subscribers that might, bring them up to speed and show you what pumps I like to use in most of my, LS swaps. That's why you're watching, ain't it? So let's just jump into the video, and we'll check the video and see if it's got any comments, and I'll address some of the comments too. In this video, we'll hit whoops.
So I'm going to be unboxing this brand new fuel pump. This is a fuel pump that I've run in most of my LS swaps. If it's an intake pump and I can modify it, I run this little budget pump. This is a few reasons I run this pump. Now the reviews ain't great on this pump. It's sometimes hit and miss, sometimes they last, sometimes they don't. Most of the time it's user error. Either they don't put the filter on it good, or they try it, make sure it works, and they overheat it, or they put it in an LS swap or something like that, and the gas is moving around, it don't have baffles. Sometimes it's just the pump,
And that's true. A lot of times it's user error with these pumps by now, and other times it's just dead from the factory. But if you put this in an LS swap and you don't have a baffle, you got a low tank, the gas will eventually push out from the pump, and the pump will start sucking air, and it can run dry because it ain't got a baffle. And as it runs dry, you destroy your pump. Now they sometimes just shitty out of the box too. It is a CarQuest brand, but these pumps usually you can get them around $60. I don't know the price of them now. I got one in the LS swap rollback. It's on the channel, and the other LS swaps we did. So they work. With personal experience, I have did a lot of LS swaps. They work just fine. Save your money. This pump will do, unless you got turbos. Which, if you just run in a regular turbo, a little bit of boost, and this pump will do fine too. Ain't no use going dual pumps unless you're going crazy.
Sometimes parts fail. But the reason I go with this is it's budget friendly. It's around a $30 pump. You can get $30 pumps off at the internet, but you can get this at Advance Auto for around $30 some.
Okay, I was wrong. It's 2 years ago, it was $30 some. I said 60. Maybe just add inflation. I don't know. Ballpark 30, less, between 30 and 60. Probably around $50 now, because it has been 2 years.
Another great thing by getting it at your local auto parts store is if it goes bad, you can take it back in, replace it. You can go to the store and pick one up, a replacement. If you use one off the internet, Amazon or eBay, you have a whole return process, sending it back in, getting a new one, having to wait on it.
And that's another subject. You can do whatever you want to do, but buying a part like a fuel pump, an alternator, a water pump at your local parts store, if it goes down, you have access to a replacement that same day usually. That's a thing I think online you don't. You have to go to the auto parts store, get your vehicle back up going, then send that one back in, and you get a return, then you're stuck with 2 items.
This way you can take it out, replace it, even though it's an inconvenience. Probably have your truck back up and going within a couple of hours. Or you can buy 2 of these, put one in the dashboard since they're so cheap, and keep it for a spare. Never know, you might need it. So let's get to unboxing it. I'll show you what comes into the kit. This is going on the cylinder unit for my LS scrub body. This is one I'm going to use. This is actually the same pump that's in the 3rd gen Kamal. If you watched my channel, picture of the little bit of the car up here video. Check it out. Tons of content on that car too. Let's jump in.
That car's got its own playlist, so does the scrub body Chevy.
Into this. So there ain't no tape on this box, so it ain't no need of me trying to, take a knife and cut it open. This is the part number for everyone who's interested in it. That's the part number to the...
That's the part number. I paused it. Sometimes I don't stay on the part numbers long enough, and a lot of people do. Leave me comments letting me know, what's that part number? That is. I don't always put them in the description because I'm lazy. Okay? You caught me. I am. But that's the part number. It's made in Hikiko, China.
The pump, in case anybody wants to see it, I had autofocus off, so
And I'm sorry if I butchered that name of that country, state, or whatever it is.
If my video's a little blurry, I apologize. You can see it says CarQuest on it. It does come with instructions. We are not going to look at that. We're just going to look at the quality of the pump and kit. That's the pump. Very simple. It comes, as you can see, with the plug-in. Should plug in stock, hopefully. You got your feed, and you got where you sock.
If it don't plug into your stock sending unit, you can wire in a regular GM style pump plug. That's what that is. The scrub body Chevy, it plugged right in. The Dodge Camaro, it plugged right in. No issues. I think it did. There's a video on that. I can't remember. It's been years ago.
Your sock goes. Where your sock goes. That country accent's coming out, ain't it? Pretty heavy. You do not have a strainer, but you do have the place the strainer goes, a new O-ring for the tanks.
You have to buy the filter and stuff separate. So when you go order this pump, I think the 60, not the 60, the 60 that I mentioned before for this pump, if you include the sock and filter, will probably be, 30 for this, and then the sock and filter probably around about what you will spend.
A feed line and a couple more things. So at the end of the day, it's a pretty simple box. It's a pretty simple pump. It's got pretty simple parts in it. It should work good onto the LS Swap scrub body sending unit. I will have a full assembly video of me doing that.
Anyway, that's my old office, and you see people in the background always moving because I had some seats and stuff. This is my new office. You can tell it's a mess. It's got eBay inventory because I do sell on eBay. Description below. Let's check out for comments. Okay. We got 1K views, 2 years on this. And yo, TattsForLife, this is a beautiful editing. Catch you later. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I keep waiting for you to say because it's main. What? I replied to that. What I put? Oh, shocking. I guess. I don't remember. This pump only makes 55 psi in my flop carb belly runs. Got 2 replies. It could be your fuel regulator or ground or dirty injectors. 55 PS should run a stock LS fine. It should, in my experience. I also use this pump about probably more since then. TattsForLife, well, pinching off the return and the car was running better and would actually take throttle. Maybe the new pump was bad. That's true. That's what I was saying. They could be bad out of the box, but my experience, if your LS Swap got 55 pounds of PSI and they pinching off the return, it's running lean somewhere because it's building up so much pressure pushing through. Could be an injectors dirty. Could be just the return setup. I don't know. Was it on the fuel well? Do we have vacuum to it? Because some of them older flops, if you got the truck intake and stuff, it's got a vacuum regulator for the return. That could have been bad. Just think though, it's hard to diagnose anything online. Hopefully this 1 year ago they got it lined out. And look, that's the chop Mino pots thing. So hopefully you enjoyed. I'm going to shoot a few more of these videos while I feel good, because I have a feeling when I wake up in the morning I won't be able to move because it's the way it's been so far. I don't know what I got, but I do know I'm sick. And usually it's when you fall asleep finally and you wake back up and you feel like you've been just trampled down a mountain, ran over a few times, and then trampled back up the mountain and then pushed back down it. Make sense? That makes sense. Subscribe if you're new. Hope you enjoy.